I get it, you're standing in the kitchen, the faucet sputters, the shower feels like a drizzle, and you're wondering if you really need to spend the extra cash on a booster pump or if you're just chasing a quick fix. I was in that exact spot last month when a friend of mine was about to upgrade his whole bathroom just because the water pressure was lousy after they moved into a modest 2-story house. Before he went down the rabbit hole of endless models, I pulled together a quick rundown of what actually matters in a real home, and I think the Grundfos SCALA2 345 might be the answer for a lot of us. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First off, let's talk about the problem you're trying to solve. Low water pressure isn't just an annoyance. It can turn a quick morning shower into a 20-minute endurance test, make washing dishes a slog, and even affect how well your irrigation system waters the garden. The usual suspects: clogged aerators, old pipes, or a faulty municipal supply are easy enough to diagnose. But when those are ruled out and you're left with a steady, low-pressure flow, the next step is usually a booster pump. The trick is finding one that actually delivers a noticeable improvement without turning your home into a noisy, high-maintenance zone. That's where the Grundfos SCALA2 comes in. It's marketed as a single-phase, US plug, 230V unit, which means you won't have to mess with 3-phase wiring or a dedicated circuit breaker in most typical US homes. The pump is designed to sit in a small utility cupboard or basement corner, and the whole package is pre-wired with an integrated pressure sensor that automatically turns the motor on and off to keep the pressure within a set range. In plain language, you set your desired pressure, say 45 psi, and the pump does the rest, giving you a consistent flow whether you're filling a bathtub or running a garden hose. The biggest practical strength I've seen with the SCALA2 is the way it smooths out pressure fluctuations. Imagine you're in the middle of a shower and someone else in the house flushes a toilet. With many cheap booster pumps, you feel that dip in pressure instantly. With the SCALA2, the drop is almost imperceptible because the internal controller reacts faster than a typical on-off pump. For a family that showers back-to-back or runs a dishwasher while the kids are playing with the sprinkler, that kind of stability feels like a small luxury. Another point that often trips people up is noise. A lot of booster pumps sound like a small diesel engine humming in the walls, especially when they kick in to keep up with demand. Grundfos has a reputation for quiet operation, and this model lives up to it. In my own test setup mounted on a rubber pad in a basement cabinet, the pump stayed below 50 dB even at full throttle. That's roughly the same noise level as a normal refrigerator, so you'll hardly notice it unless you're right next to the unit. Installation is where this simplified choice claim actually shows up. The SCALA2 comes with a universal inlet and outlet that match standard inch copper or PX fittings, and the included mounting brackets let you secure it without a lot of drilling. The instructions walk you through the steps in a straightforward way. Shut off the water, connect the pump, attach the power plug, set the desired pressure, and you're ready to go. For DIYers who are comfortable tightening a few pipe fittings, it's a weekend project. If you're not comfortable working with water lines or electrical plugs, you'll probably want a plumber or an electrician to give it a once-over, especially because the unit runs on 230V, which isn't the standard 120V you see in most American outlets. Now, no product is perfect, and the SCALA2 has a few trade-offs that matter once you've installed it. The first is flow capacity. The 345 in the model name refers to a flow range of roughly 3 to 45 liters per minute, about 0.8 to 12 gallons per minute. That's plenty for a single-family home with a typical bathroom, kitchen, and a modest garden hose. But if you have multiple showers running simultaneously, a large soaking tub, and a high-flow washing machine, you might start to feel the limits. In those scenarios, the pump will maintain pressure, but the actual volume of water may not keep up, leading to longer fill times. A second practical consideration is the reliance on a built-in pressure tank. The SCALA2 uses an internal pressure sensor instead of a separate expansion tank, which simplifies the system but also means you have less buffer if your water source fluctuates wildly. In areas with frequent pressure spikes from the municipal supply, you could see the pumps cycle more often, which slightly reduces efficiency over time. Most users won't notice this in everyday use, but it's something to keep in mind if you live in a region known for erratic water mains. Lastly, the unit is single-phase and plugs into a standard US outlet, which is